I am Shereem Herndon-Brown, Strategic Admissions Advice, and I hope everyone had an awesome Thanksgiving with your family, your friends. However you celebrated, you took some time off and spent quality time with yourself, family, friends, football, whatever you did. But I want to make sure that as we go into December, that you have some key things to think about as per the college admissions process, okay? Senior families, please listen up. This is very, very important. Over the next several weeks, 2-3 weeks, a lot of decisions are going to start coming out, whether it's early decision, early action, rolling admission. Let's say by December 15th, there's going to be someone you know, hopefully, will get into college. And you need to make sure that your child, your team, ideally applied to the right ED school, yay, if they got in. If they did not, I hope that they have some other choices, that they applied early action or rolling. And if they did not, do you need to reassess your college list, all right? A few other things that I want you to consider. Besides just reassessing the college list, I want to make sure that you give everything that your school needs, your school counselor needs, for them to execute what they need to do, send transcripts, before the holiday break, right? Many of us will be off from, let's say, December 20th through the new year. Your school needs to send your transcript before the January 1st deadlines, and they're not going to be there after December 20th probably. So please, please, please make sure you reassess your kids' list, and if you need help, strategicadmissionsadvice.com. I am happy to have a college application review session with you. Make sure that your school counselor is aware of where you're applying and knows the deadlines, whether it's January 1st, 2nd, 5th, 10th. Speaking to you Georgetown University applicants, that application is due January 10th. Make sure that you know when those deadlines are. I also want you to go into this season of the college admissions process understanding that schools don't reject students, they reject applications. Quick story, there was a student a few years ago, student athlete, Division III athlete, and the coach had given them a verbal commitment that they were going to be admitted. All that said, by the time decision time came around, that coach was not able to admit them early decision. That coach deferred them and said, I am so sorry, but there were so many applications in the pool, we're going to have to defer you and hopefully you'll get in regular decision. This young lady was devastated. Obviously, she had not done many of her applications that are due in January, and she had to scramble. I don't want that for your kid. The moral of the story is have your child do the applications, plural, that are due in January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 10th now, before December 20th, definitely, right? Ideally during this next week or two. Because if they hear news that they don't want to hear, if their application doesn't get accepted, they then have to scramble to meet the other deadlines. All right? It's very, very important that the emotional toll that happens to students after they don't get into a college per se really can be exhausting. With social media and everybody talking about it, they feel like they missed out on something and they need to complete what, kind of prepare for that. Or what do we always say? Hope for the best. We get in. Prepare for the not so best, the worst. If you don't get in, make sure that your team is prepared to have to still apply to other schools after they hear from their ED choice. If they don't have to, then great. But the bottom line is I don't want your child scrambling, okay? So 3 things to remember. I'll start going backwards. Make sure that your kid does their applications now, okay? All right, their essays. Make sure that you're aware of the school counselor and what they need internally at your school in order to execute the applications during this stretch run. And make sure that, let's reassess the college application list. Is your kid applying to the right schools for the right reasons, and what are those deadlines? If you keep those 3 things in your mind or discuss them with your kid over the next several days, you'll have a great December, and that's all I want for you. Please check us out at strategicadmissionsadvice.com. I'm Shereem Herndon-Brown. We're here to help. Contact us.